Okay, it's a crazy windy day here, but we are at Memorial Day weekend. It's Friday, and Cameron has the day off because he took some vacation time. And he's cutting shingles for, you guessed it, the robot garage. So, you want to tell us what you're doing today?
Sure. So we have a package of these shingles. These are normal house size shingles,
Okay.
but we want to cut them down in size so that they're more appropriate to the size of the house.
Okay.
And what we're going to end up with, which I'll go ahead and show,
Okay.
and then I'll show you how I did it. So we're going to end up with shingles like this,
All right.
and then also long shingles like this.
Okay.
So we'll use the whole shingle, or at least as much as we can, to make these shingles. And we've already posted a picture of it, but they line up and they make nice little
Like a bricklay pattern.
like a bricklay.
Okay. All right. And
So-
so these are just asphalt shingles. Buy them at any hardware store.
Yep.
Okay.
So first we'll cut these tabs off.
All
And
right.
then we'll cut the little slots in them to make the smaller shingles that
Okay.
I showed you. And then we have to trim the larger piece to size and then do the same process with that.
Okay. So what are you using to cut?
I will show you.
Oh, all right.
So first we start on the back side because it's easier to cut through.
Okay.
And I have a little silver pencil. You can use whatever you want, but I'll mark it so that I know where to cut. So these are basically 5 inches, so we'll make 5-inch shingles out of the small ones. So mark it.
Well, our neighborhood is noisy. Delivery trucks.
So we have our 2 marks, and just line our ruler up on them, and take this is just a box knife,
Oh, okay.
and you score it 2 or 3 times.
I'm surprised you're not using a saw to do this.
No need to use a saw. They just come away like that.
Oh, okay. I would imagine this is a crumbly mess. So that's why you're doing it here.
Yep,
Are you gonna blow all this out when you're done?
I do, and I sweep it off every now and then to get rid of the crumbles. And so now we'll take these and we'll cut the slits in them. And the way I do that is first I mark them off, and you can make the tabs whatever size you want, but so that I kind of end up with an even tab all the way across this, it comes out to about 2 and what is it? 2
Not
and
3?
oh, it's just under 3. It's like
Oh,
2
okay.
and 15/16.
Yeah, the quilter in me sees about 3 inches, so.
So I will mark this.
Okay.
notice there's a little flange here left over from the larger tile. I just cut those off. And then the other thing I do, because when you put these together, as you'll see in a moment, rather than just cutting straight through, I cut twice, and I'll show that process in a moment. But when these come together like this, I actually want that slot here as well. So I'm going to start out by trimming a little bit off the end, so that when I put two of these together, you know, it looks like separate bricks, I guess, in the brick lay pattern.
Okay.
So to do that, I just line my ruler up with the edge and just the tiniest little bit over from the edge, and I'm cutting at about 2 1/4 inches from the edge. Again, you could make these whatever size you want, but that size seems to work. So we just move.
That's not 2 1/4 inches from the edge.
Yeah, it is, because the edge is
This little piece here is not 2 1/4 piece. 2 1/4.
No, that was 2 3/4. That was too far. What did I do? Oh, I used the different side as my ruler. I was supposed to use this side. So, yep, I messed up. That's a little bit higher than it's supposed to be. But we'll do these other ones right. The pressures of being on camera.
The ease of being behind it.
So, this is 2 1/4 from the edge. And so we cut through. And then just slide the ruler over just the tiniest little bit and cut again.
Oh, so you're creating a gap there.
Yep. Because
I see.
otherwise it will just be too narrow, and it won't really create the pattern that you want to
Okay.
see.
All right. And then you end up using the other half of the shingle as well?
Yep, I'll do the same process. I mean, I'll leave it as one long shingle, but I'll do the same process all the way down it.
Okay.
Let's see, one more.
This would kind of be hard to machine, wouldn't it?
Kind
Saw.
of. Yeah. And so then, just turn it over and just kind of push these little fingers out
I see.
of the
Okay.
slots. And then there's the finished shingle.
Very good. All right. Well, thanks for showing us.
You're welcome.
Okay, it is May 25th, Memorial Day weekend, Sunday night, and we're coming to you with some progress, and we're just kind of holding some things in place right now to give you a little bit of an idea of what it'll look like. But Cameron, this flashing here is just precariously lying there, and this is the trim that's going to be on the edges so that they're all covered up so that they don't look like that. And you can see that he did get all the shingles cut, it looks like, we hope. And so that's what they'll look like. Of course, they'll be stacked from the bottom and go all the way up. We still have quite a bit to do in terms of detail work, trim work. He's got to clean up the electronics on the inside. The wires are kind of like a spaghetti junction. But and paint touch-ups, and of course the trim. But he thinks that he will get the hinge on the other side of the door, of the roof rather, tomorrow. And then you think you'll get the roof shingled?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll come back to you with an updated photo, but we are making some progress.